is in the second game of a back-to-back. Do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Clock at 4. And he buries his first look.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
Mobley outside. Pass to Mitchell. Rebound Toronto. And you heard that the Raptors were looking to be aggressive this summer, Tim. Why now?
Well, they're trying to replicate what they accomplished when they acquired Kawhi Leonard, which led to a title in 2019. So this is a front office not afraid to shake things up.
Now here's Ingram, coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Hunter against Ingram. Outside for Mitchell. Here's the 3. They get the rebound. Beyond the arc. Drops in the 3.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And the shot is good by Garland.
And Garland is an effective shooter, capable of shooting 40% on threes for an entire season.
Barnes passes to Barrett. From the low block. And no good, trying to use the glass. For Cleveland, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Mobley. Pirtle against Allen. To the wing on the left. Garland for 3. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Rise and fire. Love how assertive Garland is on offense.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Cleveland on top, up 5. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Dean Wade is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, then it's Ball, and it's Tyson in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Here's Mobo. Here's Dick. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. You know, as we watch Grady Dick, what stands out about his game, Tim?
Well, Brian, it's the way he moves off the ball. He will keep defenses occupied, cutting and coming off screens, and he has the size to get his shot off over even the most hotly contested defender.
Inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And now, please welcome to the court, the powerhouse team.
A new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Nance. Hunter comes in for Wade. Merrill, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Darius Garland subbed in for Ball. A minute 50 left in the first half. Outside Garland. Mobley, a screen on quickly. Garland for three. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3. You know, it seems like players today have more freedom with their shot selection than ever before, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., there's no question about it. I think you could actually make the argument coaches are particular in a different way. They're looking more for threes, layups, and dunks, not as much from the mid-range, and if you can add that shot, really makes you stand out.
So interesting. I've seen coaches take players out for not shooting open shots.
Oh, I wish I had that coaching when I played.
Raptors trail by 6. On the wing, Grady Dick. Hunter covering. Pass to quickly. And here's Ingram outside. They grab their own miss. Hurdle with the bucket.
Yeah, his teammates and coaches love that right there. Second chance opportunities by Pirtle.
Merrill outside. Back to Garland. Tries the spin move. With the teardrop. And that one drops for him. Garland's got 11 points.
What a burst out of that first step. Straight to the hole.
Dick finds Pirtle. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Dick. Yep, that one goes.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Outside Hunter. Garland for 3. That one doesn't drop. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Cleveland on top, up by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up. And when you're down at the bottom of a list like this, always a tough place to be.
Yep, you can send some of those teams to Cancun right now.
Some aren't even good enough for Cancun. Where are they going, Kenny?
I don't know. Let me think. Galveston? Send them to Galveston.
Sounds like that might be a nice getaway. I'd like to get away from you two right now, as a matter of fact. And guys, how about the Raptors? Involved in a very competitive matchup right now.
Showing they know how to play. Team chemistry is on display. Like what I did there? Showing they know how to play. Chemistry is on display. Kenny, anything you like to say? Oh.
Shaq's chosen to rap because in the first half, he was taking a nap.
Oh. What you said was not full. In other words, it was terrible.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It's been a clinic out there by Darius Garland.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, Some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little, Grant.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Jared Allen has an inquisitive nature. Whether it's cooking, gardening, reading, or basketball, he's a sponge. Allen said, quote, "I love going through life, seeing things and learning about it no matter what it is. It's just trying to improve my skill set in anything and enjoy it." Back over to you, Brian.
He's got that curiosity. Allie, appreciate the report. Raptors trail by 7. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
Cavaliers making a change here. Merrill's checked in. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. 4th, Toronto.
Over the last few weeks, they've been high-flying, getting up and down the court with conviction.
.149 left in the third quarter here. Pirtle finds quickly. Now Barnes. Legs, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best, LeBron James, and what he has been able to do in making that investment in terms of caring for his body. It's a role model that all players should emulate.
Question is, can anybody replicate what LeBron has done?
Well, that's going to be tough to copy that.
Tremendous effort from Allen, one of the top offensive rebounders in the game.
Pass to Ingram. Over Hunter. And that one's good. Ingram.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Leading by 5. Mobley passes to Garland. Off target from three-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The 3, Barrett, sinks it from distance. Barrett's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Garland for 3. Another miss by Garland. The Raptors have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Kicks it out to Barrett. Pass to Ingram. For the tie. Shoots over Mobley. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Ingram's got 6.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Garland way outside. He can't get that one to fall. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Now here's Barrett, 6 on the shot clock. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Mitchell fires. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Using the glass to lay it in.
Well, Barrett has a lot of physical gifts. He is a wing who is not bothered by taking it inside.
Here's Garland. Tosses it up. Cleared away by Ingram.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
And that's okay. Just put it in your rearview mirror and move on to the next play.
Now here's Ingram. 14 feet away. Cleared away by Mobley. The Cavs trailing. Mitchell on the drive. Outside Garland. Takes a 3. Money from 3.
And right now, Garland is cooking. His teammates would be wise to keep feeding him.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram.
And that could be pivotal. You just can't afford to turn the ball over in those situations.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Now Mobley. Outside Garland. And yes, sir! It's the wide open James.
Accepting a bigger leadership role over time, Garland now a big shot taker and maker.
Ingram.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Here's Hunter. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shoot from 12. Cash!
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've seen that far too often in this game. Very uninspired defensively.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
You must have left your dancing shoes at home. Let's see those moves.
Get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. Coach kept it calm but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Here's quickly. Ingram. Cashes it in!
What a move by Brandon Ingram. He looked calm under pressure.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Drives to the hoop.
Mobley said nope. Entry denied.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
I am really curious to see what he's got in store here.
Here's quickly. Outside Ingram. Puts up the tray. It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Two-point game. Now Hunter. Outside Garland. Oh, he missed the jumper. So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Brandon Ingram.